It was the 92-94 that I was actually chasing.
Yeah. Folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. Today I've borrowed the old Equinox 900 again, and we're going to go out. We'll see what we can find. Might use the 11-inch coil on it, go over some broad acreage, and yeah, who knows what we'll find. It'll be over area that I've been before, so it'll be really interesting to see what we can pull out of the ground. Anyway, enough yabber, let's get out there and get doing it.
This morning I'm back out on a favourite permission of mine. Look at the beautiful blue sky. And I've got the Equinox 900. I've got me a little signal down here, and it is a 28. No, 23, 22. It's just down there. Not knowing what the numbers are totally, we know it's a constant repeatable signal, so it's somewhere around about there. So we'll get the digger. Here we go. Now, it didn't seem that long ago that all this was beautiful, lush and green, so you can see how it's all browning off nicely. Anyway, we got this signal. Let's see what we've got. Over it goes. Let's go in with the pinpointer. Did I dig it in the right spot? Yep, works. Oh, okay, did the wrong thing. I had it turned down low for a rubbish pile last time. Right, let's have another go. Ah, there we go. A 22-24 gives you a corset fastener. Common little find in the Goldfields there. You would have about 5 of these on a steel bar. They do up the front of your corset. And of course, you should know that. But anyway, we found one. There it is. We'll keep going. Well, just after that corset fastener, I've got this signal. It's nice, repeatable. Numbers are close. So I reckon it is just around about there. A couple of bars down. So we'll dig that out. See what we've got. Okay. Just gives a little sound there. Oh, there we are. Off to the side there. This is what we've got. Oops. That is lead. But why it's half round and then bashed in at the back, don't know. Interesting. No design on the front of it really. Anyway, That's what we got for a repeatable signal. Bit of lead. We'll keep going. Well, this one was interesting. It gave me a 48 to 51 one way, and then when I turned it 90 degrees, I got nothing. But as I don't know the numbers, and as I was digging repeatable targets, I thought we'd have a go at this. And that is one hell of a big nut. Anyway, we'll keep searching and we'll see what else we can find. Well, have a look at this one. This is actually really interesting. I got a signal first off, sort of running around in here. Right, you see that 97, 98? That's going to get your attention. You see how it's 5 bars down? But there were some other interesting signals. But when I put the pinpointer on, it actually ended up being more over this way. And I reckon it's there. So being so high a number, we're going to dig this together and we'll see what it is. It may well turn out, oh geez, look at that, to be some silver or something, which would be quite a nice little find, as this area has been very heavily flogged. But of course it is a spot I'm going to come back to when I lay my hands on the manticore. So let's see what we've got. It's telling me I'm still on the ground, which is okay. Oh, no. That is what it was. It was not silver. It was some big bloody... Oh, that's a cup. It's probably like the likes of an aluminium cup. You see the handle here. I would have drunk out of that. Yeah, I think that's an aluminium cup, pannier, whatever you'd like to call it. Gave a good signal, but it was an interesting confused-y type signal, but I suppose looking at the size and the shape of it, that'd do it. Anyway, we did a bit of ground truthing. Hello, Clive. And we dug it and we found out what it was. Probably won't need to dig another one of those if we come across it, but we probably will because the numbers were good. Anyway, I'll keep going. Well, the wind has sprung up and the sun's behind me, but we've got this signal. Nice. It's 27. It was 28, 29. It's just there. There's a 29. So we will dig that and find out what it is. It's not that deep. Maybe just a button or the likes. I can't see anything down in there at the minute. Oh, yes I can. Well, we're right on it. That, where are we? We'll do it that way for a start. I would have said eyelet, yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Bloody tarp eyelet, but she's an old one, but it gave a good signal. So we saw that sort of 27 to 29 brass. That's not bad. We'll put that in the container anyway for the wrap up. But as I said, on the Equinox 900, not knowing the numbers, I'm just digging the solids, the good, strong, repeatable targets. You can see there. There we go. I've got the 11-inch coil on. I am in Park 1 because there is a lot of trash here. and I've just got factory presets and my 27 for my sensitivity, so I'm wanting to push down a bit. But yeah, well, we've dug a few interesting targets. Be nice if we came across a coin, but we will keep going and see what we can find. Now it is a little bit chatty, probably because I've got my sensitivity up high. But I've got this signal. What I was thinking about too is some of the signals, you know, you go over, you get into the 90s and they're 5 bars down, and I would rather trust a 3 bar down than a 5 bar down. 5 bar down with big numbers, I have usually found is a big piece of steel or iron or something like that deep down. We got this one. Look at those numbers. Low as, but 3 bars. And I'm looking at the centre of my coil there. So we're going to have a dig. We've got us from 6 to 13. Who knows what it is? I don't usually dig numbers that low. But, you know, it might be a button. But also, it could just as easily be a bloody gold ring. And I don't usually dig numbers that low, so I would never know. What the hell is that? Oops, sorry. That appears to be, if I got in focus, a piece of lead. Looks like it's been hit with some tool for cutting it. We'll just see if that was what we actually had there. Yep. That was it. Alright, so there we go. Piece of lead, low conductor. Could have been a gold ring, you just never know. But it was a good, solid, repeatable signal. It wasn't of excessive depth. Thought it was worth a go. You never know what you pull out. Anyway, we'll keep going. Well, I got this signal. Hope you can see that through the sun glare. You know, 25, 27, 3 bars down. But there's a lot of other bits and pieces with it. But you just get that one. Takes your interest. Low numbers. I've dug down. I've just caught a glimpse. And my fingerprinty smears are all over the screen. Can we see that down there? Oh, there we go. Ah, it's one of those. It's not often you get them. Like, you can find them occasionally, but they don't come up that often. You know, you might get maybe one every 3 or 5 or 10 years. But that's a cracking find. As I said, you don't find them every day, but today we found one. And there you go. But it is made of sort of coppery, brassy sort of stuff. Well done us. Alrighty, and this is one of those ones where you go, oh, I should have bloody filmed it. We were getting a 6971. Or around that. You can see what they are now. I have disturbed it. Yeah, you can see it's 6971-ish. Okay, well, to quote a saying, spider, that I haven't used for a while. I have seen it, Dad, but I haven't touched it. And here we are for dramatic effect. We'll lift that up. Oops. There we go. If we do that, I know exactly what that is, which is why I was so excited. That is a saw medallion. So, before we have a look at whose it is, this went either side of the saw handle. So this is like a cross cut or a rip saw. this is the nut side. You can see the slot there for tightening it up, and that held the blade in between the slot in the wooden handles. And this side had whoever the maker was. So I reckon at about this point where it's all grotty, we'll stop, we'll clean it up, and we'll see who made the saw. Alrighty, so there is the nut. You can see the tapers on each side, so it bites into the timber, and you can see here, up this end here, the nice square shank. That bites into one side so that it doesn't turn when you tighten the nut up. Aren't I a bugger for taking you on a journey when all you want to see is that side? Look at that, that is the kangaroo mark. Now I can't quite read whose it is. We will find out in the wrap up. Viv may well put a little bit underneath. But yeah, there was a kangaroo brand, kangaroo mark. Someone's done something there. But yeah, that is a ripper of a little find. Never tire of finding these. And the kangaroo ones that you find in Australia, bloody brilliant. Anyway, we'll keep going, see what else is in the ground. We'll do this one together. I suppose it's the sun that's made my viewer go a bit dark, but anyway, hope it doesn't affect the film. I've just got this nice little signal down there. So we will dig that. Right, that's where we are. We'll dig that and we'll see what we've got. It's not a very deep signal. Rightio. The soil's getting hard, won't hold the digger up. Gone off its face now. Alright, looks like we're out.
Two hours later.
Oh! Ha ha! Well, that's what we found. Oh, I can't even see that. Where are we there? That is the top of some sort of pot. That's interesting. Seems to be more bloody irony than brass or anything. But yeah, seems to have a rustiness about it. But that's an interesting little find nonetheless. Certainly gave a solid signal. So that's interesting. Anyway, we'll probably take that and we'll keep going. Excuse any wind noise, but I've just seen a koala. He's making for the treetops now. There he is. fingers would work. Hey mate. There you are. There you going, cobber? He's probably still high on gum leaves. He's pretty cool. And he's just right under where I want to detect. Which will be interesting. Now, for all you overseas, you can see how far a distance I am away from him. I believe it's a koala. And I've just realised what my words have said, that I want to detect underneath where he is, and if he's a drop bear, I could be in a bit of strife. So maybe I'll just have to keep just a little bit away from him. But oh, he looks like he wants to head off if I get too close. He got some powerful claws on the buggers. Anyway, we'll leave him there. We'll catch you later, cobber. See you, mate. Well, I am out in, yeah, I'll say one of my favourite rubbish dumps, which is where I did my tips and tricks. And I'm out here with the Equinox 900 and my mate, who I'm still not quite sure whether he's a koala or a drop bear. I'm still keeping my distance. But anyway, we're out, and it is a challenge, and probably a rubbish dump is not the place to learn all the 100 and bloody whatever 119 signals there are. But we got that, and I actually didn't film that. That's a 1919 halfpenny. It was the 92.94 that I was actually chasing, and it's really nice to know that I'm still me. There is a 1940 threepence. Even with a brand new machine, I've still got a 6-inch coil on it. I can come to a rubbish dump and pull out a threepence. So there you go. You know I'm not, hey, where have we gone? You know I'm not an imposter. I am me. A threepence out of a rubbish dump. Oh, if ever I doubted myself, this is the time not to. Bloody brilliant. Let's keep going. I'm still playing down here, and you just really got to take your time. That's where I am, there. See, I got that, just that 2, just very, very carefully. 2, 3 points of target, and there we go. There's my first penny, and that's a Commonwealth. Oh, is that 1930? There's an O there. Nathan. Where are we? Focus. Oh, it might be 20. We better clean it up and we'll find out. No, sure as eggs, that's 20. Bother. Could have been interesting then. Anyway, we'll keep going. I'm still in Park 1, and you can see I'm in factory preset. So I am getting all the targets, but in amongst everything, I've got this. That one. Somewhere around in there. Was more up 80, 81. But regardless, we are going to give it a dig. It might be a bottle top. That sounds like glass in amongst all that. It could be a coin. Who knows? Is it out though? There's our 80, 81. So, let's actually... Well, that sounds long and nasty actually. I might have been clipping on the edge or something. Let's find out. I'll put that in my pocket. There we go. Oh, that looks suspiciously like the culprit. Bother. Yep, I reckon it was. Let's just have one last swing. Gee, I thought yeah, that was it. Thought it might have been a coin. Oh, we'll keep going. And just here trying to get my head around the 900. That signal. That signal. Who do you think you're talking to, hey? Not only can I find one bloody 4-hole button with writing on, which is good. Well, that's going to be interesting. Carter. Huh. How's that for bloody a business name and a button? Carter and Carter and Carter and Carter and Carter and Carter. Well, Mr. Carter, have we got another one there as well? I think we probably have. Well, there we go. 2 4-hole buttons by brought to you by Carter and Carter and Carter and Carter. So on and so forth. Huh.
Well, there we go. It was interesting what we found with the Equinox 900, hunting for relics this time. What did we get? Well, we got that great saw medallion, which you know I'm building a nice little collection of. I am me, I am not an imposter. I did get a threepence out of a rubbish dump, which that's always good. Very happy with that. Anyway, that was quite a good hunt. I was very pleased with it. And as I've said before, you never know what you're going to find in the ground. Speaking of the ground, always remember, it's always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.